What's up? What's up? This is Tony P coming at you. This is my third video on YouTube. A couple days ago, I made two videos based on my experience visiting Dr. Umar's Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass Academy. Now, the title of this video is What You Dr. Umar Haters Don't Understand. What you Dr. Umar haters don't understand. Now, I've been having some interesting conversation with some people on the videos that I put up. And many of the criticisms of Dr. Umar and his school have been pretty much the same thing. How you go over school and you got money? Where you gonna get the money at? Where the plans at? They calling them scam. They're haters. That's what they calling the building a piece of shit. The two buildings. I'm like, man, get out of here. I visited the school, the campus. And yes, the buildings need renovation. It needs cleaning up around the perimeters of the school, but it's a great location. I think it's going to do well. I mean, sometimes you have to use your third eye. And what I saw, the potential is something that could be great. And let me say this. The building is only the first part of this process. A building does not make a school. The people make the school. But having a good building, and he has two buildings, okay, is part of that process, okay? Today, I want to first share with you what I think are the three initial stages that Dr. Umar has to focus on, okay? And this should hopefully answer some of the questions that many of you haters and many of you people who've been critical of Dr. Umar may have, okay? And I'm going to talk about each stage, okay? The first stage, Dr. Umar, for the last 4 years, or some people say 10 years, he's been raising money to secure a location for his school. Let me say that again. For the last 4 to 10 years, he's been raising money to secure a location for his school. You dig? That's what he's been raising the money for. He ain't been raising the money to run no goddamn school. Because if he was, that little $750,000 that y'all think he been pocketing and spending it on himself wouldn't be enough to run no goddamn school. But he's been trying to purchase a building. Find a location, which he has done. So that nullifies your argument over, well, where the money is. You understand what I'm saying? That nullifies that argument because he did what he said he was going to do with the monies that he was raising to purchase the property, to get to school. Now, if he was spending the money, then how is he going to secure get two buildings? Some people talking about it was a $10 deal. Man, get out of here. And that $750,000, and he probably ain't enough, ain't a lot of money. But however he worked it out, he got a location. He did a video showing us the location. inside the building. Okay? Now, some people talking about that's fake. So now I went to the building and it's locked up. You're not getting in there unless you got a key. And evidently, Doc had the key. Now, if you think he went in there and created a video, man, you crazy. Ain't nowhere in the world he's going to create to sucker everybody out of money a video to make you believe that he has something that he doesn't have. I'm sorry. People been trying to those of you who don't want him to succeed, been trying every way to believe that he doesn't have or have not secured that location. But sorry, it's a done deal. Okay. So this first stage, he secured the building. Okay. If he had spent the money or was spending the money, he wouldn't have been able to get that location. Trust me on that. Okay. Also, I've been reading where, PayPal is paying back people, sending people back some of their money, whatever. Well, if he spent the money, then how is PayPal going to have money to send back? You people ain't making no kind of sense. You just hating on the doctor because for your own personal reason. And there's some people that may tell me because they're doing good in life, they got money, they got this, they got that they ain't hating. Sometimes niggas hate not because you might have more money than them. Niggas be making more money than you, and doing better than you, and still hating on you. You know why? Just because you get more attention. See, a lot of these niggas hate because they want attention. Attention is money to some niggas. And they see somebody getting attention or getting some play, and they start hating. There's a thing, you heard crabs in the barrel. Well, I came up with this term called crabs out the barrel. You dig? Crabs out the barrel. These are motherfuckers that have made it out the barrel, out the crab barrel, and they trying to close the lid so no other goddamn crab can get out. They made it out. They found they doing good in life. They doing well in life. But they're going to try to push that motherfucking lid closed so no other crab can get out. Okay? Crab out the barrel. It's my turn. You dig? So, people that can help Doc, they got money. Millionaires, black millionaires that know he has a great idea. But they're not going to help because they don't want to see a nigga shining. They don't want to see him successful. And that's why this shit should have been up. With other communities support their own thing. The businesses and institutions in their community. Black folks, man, we got too much. I'm telling you, we have a self-hate gene. And it's destroying us, keeping us stagnant. But we give our money to the white man or to white institutions and not only white man, it can be the Asians, it can be any other institution but our own. Because we have a self-hate gene. We got to get rid of that shit. Anyway, let me keep going. So stage 1 is securing a location, okay? Stage 2, and these are just initial stages that Dr. Umar has to focus on, is renovating the buildings and the campus, okay? Making sure that the building meets all the inspection requirements. Making sure it structurally supports the actual school. So renovation is going to cost money. We should support him. He showed us that he was able to secure a location. That's a positive. However long it took, whether it took 4 years or 10 years, who gives a good goddamn? He did it. He did what he said he was going to do. You did? So, now we have to help him renovate this building. That's the second stage that he should be focusing on. Okay? Renovating the building. Let's make this junk, whether we need black contractors, builders and whatever. Let's help them get it done. I'm going to support it. I don't care what all you haters say. Because y'all ain't doing nothing like this. If you are, let me know. I'll support you too. But let's help him secure the building. I mean, not secure the building. Let's help him renovate these buildings so that however long it takes, that when it's time, and we're going to talk about when it's time for school to begin or to start, we know our kids have a good building, 2 good buildings to house the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Okay. The third stage, okay, is the actual running of the school. That's the third stage that Dr. Umar has to focus on. The actual running of the school, running the business of the school. That's where you get into, the business plan, the vision of the school, who's going to be the teachers, the custodians, the school buses, regulations, blasey, 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 blasey. Website, business plan. That's when he focuses on that. And he might already be focusing on that, but he just ain't got it on YouTube. But that's when he's ready to get to that point, that's when you'll see that part of it. You niggas want to see the end at the beginning. You putting the cart before the horse. The running of, now, I've never run a school. I'm an educator. I've taught in schools, but I haven't run a school. Dr. Umar has been a principal. So he knows a little something about running a school building. Okay? No more than me. Probably no more than you. You dig? But when he get to that point, I'm sure he have his team in place. He have all the players in place to run a successful school. I believe and I trust and believe he will do that. This man is not incompetent. He got 6 degrees. And he's brilliant. When he gets to that stage of the game, then you will see the shit on YouTube. You will see this website. You will see who's teaching there. The kids that go there. Well, goddamn it. Y'all want him to be focusing on all 3 of these stages at the same time and posting it all on Facebook YouTube for you people to criticize. That makes no sense whatsoever. There's a saying that says, how do you swallow an elephant? How do you swallow an elephant? One bite at a time. Okay? You swallow an elephant one bite at a time. You do not try to swallow the whole goddamn elephant. Some of you haters want Dr. Umar to swallow the elephant whole so he can choke. I'm a very sequential person. when I set out to do something, yes, I plan with the end in mind. I have the end in mind. I get that. But when I go out and be the practical route of bringing my vision into reality, I'm very sequential. I start with at ground zero and work my way up to the big shit. Okay? And a lot of times I have to spend an enormous amount of energy on each stage of the process. And I would be overwhelmed if I tried to fucking focus on all the different stages at one fucking time. Okay? Dr. Umar can't focus on every goddamn stage of the initial process of opening the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy at the same time. He can't do that. That means what? If he tried to do everything at once, one stage will not be done effectively. That's the word I'm looking for. Effectively. You have to focus on each stage so that every stage of the building process is done effectively. This is what some of you haters don't get. Y'all, I can tell by your question. It's gonna go this much the word school a year. He gonna need this. Where's his team? Where's lawyer? You know, where the website? You know, man, y'all focusing on the wrong shit. Focus on the fact that we got the building. You know, which is, man, when you got a cat that's trying to do something like Dr. Umar, you know there are going to be forces that's going to try to prevent him from making it happen because they don't want to see no black, independent, African-centered school for our kids that's going to have its own curriculum and try to what's the word I'm looking for? Reprogram our children's mind because this shit that we got today is not working. And y'all, none of y'all saying shit about the current educational system. I'm a teacher. This shit is not working for our kids. I'm telling you, there's no discipline. The kids are running the school. The kids are not motivated. Nobody's saying shit about that. Kids are lazy mentally. There's no discipline. The kids can just do whatever the fuck they want. All these fucking laws are designed to keep tied teachers' hands. Teachers have no power. Principals are scared of the goddamn parents. It's too much politics. But y'all ain't got nothing to say about that, you haters. You ain't got nothing to say about the state of the education in our, particularly in our black school, inner city schools. Y'all ain't on here saying shit about that. But you got a brother with a vision that's trying to make some change, positive change. And y'all got all this goddamn hate. Shame on you. You did? Shame on you. Because y'all got all this hate for Dr. Umar and his vision. Because you don't like the man. Making videos. Call them that. Some people call the building a piece of shit. That shithole. Like, motherfucker, where your school at? Call something a shithole. Some of y'all people live in the hood. The hood look like a piece of shit, a shithole. But now y'all want to get all high diddle and all that. Get out of my face with that bullshit. Let's help the doc build this school. Okay? Y'all ain't got nothing to say about the current state of our schools. That shithole in these shithole schools that our kids go to every day, that's failing them. And y'all ain't got nothing to say. Nothing to say. But y'all want to get on here and criticize the doc for trying to do something positive for our young people. Oh man, y'all don't get me started. Okay, let me say this. You know, some people talking about Well, how you gonna open it in 6 months? August 21st, 2019. Man, to me that's inconsequential. That don't. I mean, y'all grasping at straws. Whether the shit open in 6 months, 6 years, whatever. The important thing is that it gets open. Okay, Doc Doc has a great imagination, and that's why he is successful. Because you have to, some of y'all are so fucking intellectual, I guess, that you lost the kid in yourself. Most kids imagine shit. And Einstein said imagination is greater than knowledge. Something to that. I'm paraphrasing. Okay. Some of y'all lose your imagination because y'all trying to figure out, well, how I'm going to do this. How? And you never get started with shit. I'm a musician. I've done records. I've written books. Done videos. And these things that I've created, I'm a producer as well. You have to have vision. If you start off worrying about how you're going to do this, how I'm going to do that, you'll never get started. You got to start and apply faith. Whenever I do something, and I'm working on something now that's beyond my pedigree, but I just started. I started with the shit that I could do. And then, things begin to fall in place. Money falls in place. I may not have the money, but the money comes. See, what you don't understand, and I'm telling you haters this. So y'all focusing on your one part of your mind, your conscious mind, your brain and all that. But if you checked out some of the, metaphysics and some of these books, motivational books and these things, there's a thing called the subconscious mind and the superconscious mind. These are things that you impress an idea upon the universe. And the universe, that which you impress upon the universe, begins to take shape in its own time. Sometimes you have no control over how long it takes. You just have to trust the process. Many of you haters are trying to figure shit out with your rational mind. How he gonna do that? How he gonna be able to do that? See, you're limited. You're not thinking about, okay, you have to have faith. You have to have imagination. Y'all what, left-brained thinkers. You have to use your whole mind sometime when you're doing something of this magnitude. You did? You have to use your whole brain. You have to use the subconscious mind, your whole mind, the superconscious mind. You have to have faith and belief in what you're doing, or it ain't gonna happen. When you start injecting doubt and the impossible in you've already defeated before you even get started. So Dr. Umar may say some things that sound impossible to you. Okay? Because in your brain, in your small mind, limited mind, you can't figure out how he gonna do something. Okay? Well, a lot of things have been created and done that people couldn't understand how he did it or how she did it. That's how big shit happens. Okay? Doc may say some things because he has a great imagination. You have to have that if you're going to do some great shit. Now, it may not happen in his time frame. That's when, there's a part of reality, and we got to admit this. Some of you people that want to think you can control every aspect of everything. I don't care how smart you are. Things going to take their own time. There's going to be unexpected contingencies. Murphy's Law is going to rear his ugly head. Things that can go wrong will go wrong. And you're going to have to make adjustments. Okay? So you can criticize Doc all you want. He said he was gonna have the school. He said he was gonna do this. He was gonna do that. Well, I don't see it. But you don't want to acknowledge the fact that he said that we're gonna get a building. We're gonna have a building that's gonna house the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. You dig? He's done that. He's done it. You got to give him credit. He's done it with money that y'all say he spent. Okay? So what you haters don't understand, you may not understand the process of achieving. See, some of y'all go to your jobs. Okay? Go to your jobs. Somebody's telling you what to do. You're helping somebody achieve their vision. And they telling you what to do, and you just following what they say do. And you just do it. But you never set out to do nothing on your own of significance. And I was telling a friend of mine who's a great genius, he's an inventor. Black people used to invent shit. When we were slaves, we invented shit to make our jobs or their jobs easier. We used to invent shit because we had to be resourceful because we didn't have much. And we had to invent shit to make living easier. There's a lot of things that we invented that Black people that we never got credit for, that you would never know. Okay? But guess what? When you invent shit, when you're an inventor or when you're a creator, I'm a musician, I know this intimately. When you're a creator or inventor, you're using another part of your brain, not just your rational, logical mind. That's one piece of it. You're using your whole mind, whole brain. What happened to us? Why don't we see Black inventors anymore? Because they told what do we want? Jobs. When do we want them? Now. We became employees. When you're an employee, you do what somebody else tells you to do. You don't use your own resourcefulness, your own brain power. You stop creating. See? When we were kids, man, we would create go-karts. We would just we would get bike frames and create shit. We would use the power of our imagination. You have to keep the kid in you. So some of you haters of Dr. Umar don't understand when he started throwing these big dreams and visions out there. And you want to use those dreams and visions against him. And maybe some of them are a little bit far-fetched, but who gives a good goddamn? You did? Let a motherfucker imagine some shit. You have to imagine some shit. If you're going to do anything great, you have to imagine some shit. You dig? You have to imagine some shit. As a people, we've lost our imagination. We've created hip hop, jazz, R&B. These things came out of our imagination. We got power. Okay? When hip hop started, I came up with hip hop. I'm a jazz musician, but I came up with during the hip hop era. Okay? I saw this shit unfold. We wasn't thinking about how when I wasn't no rapper. I tried to do a little rapping, but my thing was music. I'm a jazz musician. I was trying to be a jazz cat. I'm from Philly. We did the house parties. I was seeing this shit. The hip, the hop, the hippie, the hop. You don't stop rocking to the bang, bang, boogie, to the boogity beat. Listen, I remember when it first came out, that shit, it fascinated us. It was some different shit. But nobody would have ever thought it would overtake rock, heavy metal, and all this shit that was out at the time. Because it was some hood shit. We validated it. It was ours. Now, We done gave it away into some other shit now. They done turned it to gangster. It done went somewhere else. All this shit, whatever they got. But the power, the thing I want you to focus on, people, is that came out of our imagination. And it did some shit that I'm sure people never thought it would do. It's like all over the world. So is jazz, by the way. And I've traveled to different parts of the world. And I've seen that Black culture, music, is loved all and supported all over the world. You people don't understand your power. So I'm going on and on and on, but let me just wrap this up. The title of this video, what you Dr. Umar haters don't understand. What you Dr. Umar haters don't understand. That this is a process. And the initial process is going to be 3 stages in my estimation, in my opinion. First stage, secure the location. Okay? Second stage, renovate the buildings and the campus. Okay? And the third stage is the business of running the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. Dr. Umar has completed stage 1. Okay? He's now on stage 2. I want to encourage you to support Doc and the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I want to encourage even if you a hater, just give him $50. They ain't going to hurt your ass. Give him $50. It's not going to hurt. He's not listen. You have to give in faith. Stop trying to give because you want to figure out in your puny mind how he going to do all this shit. Give in faith. Give from your heart. Okay? $50, $100 ain't going to hurt you. It's not about Dr. Umar. First of all, it's about our children. Dr. Umar has a heart. Yeah, he's going to learn some things and he may make some mistakes. Okay? Don't let that stop you from seeing this vision come to pass. In fact, if you give your money, ensure that it happens. Ensure that the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy is successful. Let's ensure that, especially if you help to make it happen. Be a part of it. Okay? Second stage. Third stage is that he actually is running the academy. We want to make sure this happens. Let's support the renovation. He has the building. Let's support the renovation. Even you haters, give him $10. God damn it. Shit. If all the haters gave Dr. Umar